we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in the state at Florida Atlantic. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, it's Tua. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Bills nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown, so now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
9 brings up 2nd.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
He's brought down by
an interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Breida on a toss left. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Bills nothing.
trying to run with Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They run with Breida. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the
and a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 30.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The Buffalo ball carrier.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They run here with Singletary. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He's tackled at the
2nd down and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
48-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Room here to run. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
At 14. Tyler Bass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Going deep here for Parker. He's got a man, complete, the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grab the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. He's got Smith here. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete to
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Good.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's got it to Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Sanders' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Bills.
So that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Brought him down. A gain of 15. First down, Bills. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Dolphins 24.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Allen's throw is complete, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
J.J. Nelson.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
On the play. First down, Buffalo.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Jones has it. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Complete to Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call, and you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down by
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They run again with Breida. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Loa on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Loa on the keeper.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
On the keeper.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.